Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Pathfinder. In the last episode we got a bit more information about where to go next for the Stag Lord, but we also ran into the Technic League and they stole Aram, so we need to get him back. But at the moment we are in a ruin that apparently our rival Tartuccio is in, so yeah. Goal will be to
Running won't help you!
interact with him. So we've got some mercenaries.
Strike!
Here's our target. Okay, you have grown in size. Your AC should be worse because of your size.
This won't kill me.
Can you give her another healing, hopefully? And Amiri, drink one of your potions. Perfect. That helped a little bit. We've got a wizard and an archer. Would be nice to take out their archers. I need you to do the cure wounds first. Oh, goodbye, wolf.
Any last wishes?
Oh, right.
Drink another potion for you.
Bring it!
I hope you're drinking that. Good. 3 hit points. What a waste. Okay, Lindsay's now tanking. This is not good. Well, we've lost. Go team.
This is where I step in.
Mistakes were made. Because you're going to get a tax opportunity for firing in point blank range.
What a miserable
Alright.
chapter.
Huh. Well, I wasn't really using a lot of good spells.
I'll take care of it.
So let's start out getting mage armor on you. Surrounds the subject and armor +4 armor bonus to AC. What's your armor giving you? It is giving you a +4, so just wondering if there's anything I can do to help out there.
Wrote it like I saw it.
Let's have you put on Bless. Then Inspire Courage.
I am never wrong.
And you charge. And you charge.
Their life ends here.
There you go. Much better start. Hideous Laughter, their archer. Is that... Can't tell if that is hitting their guy. Okay, that's hitting the 2 of them. Well, I do kind of want a path that allows me to get to their wizard in the back. There's a way to get it to not snap. There we go. If I do that, we're not going to be able to get around easily to their wizard. Is that going to be a problem? Well, this guy's nearly dead. Maybe I don't waste that. Glitter dust penalizes stealth. There's everyone in the area, causing creatures to become blinded and visibly outlined. Blind is nice. Could go that route. Let's have you charge their wizard. You cannot. Let's have you move forward. Now? Perfect. We will focus down on
Serves
you.
right.
Oh, perfect. There we go. Much better. Gonna save that. Lindsay is running out of inspired courage. Can you turn it off? Okay, she does it automatically. Perfect. We got another scorched fragment of a necklace, or at least I think it's the same general idea. Longsword. It's magical. The longsword +1. I know you love your ginormous sword. But if I switched you out... Can I not just in this menu tell you to switch to... There we go. So it goes from a +4 to a hit to a +6. So you're a lot more accurate. Damage-wise, 5 to 12, 6 to 20. And I do want you hitting more often, and 10% more often is certainly something. Those damage values are amazing. I'll think on it. I'll have it ready so that if in combat we're going against someone with high AC, I can make the swap.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
You don't need to rest. We're fine. Composite longbow. Alright, let's look at this room. It seems that from afar to be but cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. A grinning jackal's skull has recently been scratched on top of the image. On closer inspection, one can discern the outline of a head with a single eye. Judging by the outline, this bas-relief once depicted the sun and moon. Now it's almost completely eroded. This image carved into the stone is almost completely worn away by over the ages. One can distinguish a sickle, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket covered with a coin. To people who know more of the lore, that probably means something. But it doesn't mean much to me. Ancient Cyclops coin. Memento of times long past, a well-grounded antiquities collector may pay handsomely for it. So we could leave.
Anything else?
Bas-relief of the sun long eroded, the vague outlines of 4 strange creatures have been carved over it. So I have vague memories of when I played this before that I was able to get a new companion here. So clearly I've already done something different, which has caused things to play out differently. So that's exciting, but troublesome. How sweet, the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stuffiness of that tomb. Before us stretches an unending a heath, replete with hills and gullies, and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions have gone cold. Lore nature, but we could not give up so easily whether the trail went cold or not. It was one we had to follow. Or tell the truth, we had more important things to do than chase a flighty gnome. Now, we have to follow it. Find out where he's going. No blade of grass was bent. It must have been enough time to straighten back up since whoever last passed through. But the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of the little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully, the dried up bed of a river of yore. But what is this? At the edge of the grass was trampled down, and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We'd stumbled upon a fresh battlefield. And here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. Lore nature, we tried to imagine who or what left those claw marks. The claw marks were not deep, the attackers were small and lean, and more, these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the form of the prints left no doubt in our minds. We'd stumbled onto kobold lands. We carefully studied the trail that led down into the gully. To our surprise, we discovered that the little shoe prints turned into little clawed footprints on their way to the gully. It was as if someone from Tartuccio's band was wearing shoes and then either took them off or grew claws, then jumped into the gully to avoid the battle. Detect magic. We tried to find any traces of magic in the surroundings. We discovered traces of a spell, apparently from the Illusion School of Magic, near where the lonely trail descended into the gully. We examined the path that snaked along the gully. The path was frequently used. In its dust, we saw both sets of footprints together. It was clear that those who had no claws left the battle surrounded by those that did. We stood a while and thought, then followed the single set of footprints down into the gully, where after idling in thought, we decided to follow the bigger trail along the path beside the gully. So, one set of footprints went down into the gully, transformed into kobold footprints midway using illusion, and the others all went off surrounded by the kobolds along the primary path. So, Tartuccio, I assume, went down into the gully while his companions were captured by the kobolds. So we'll follow Tartuccio. The way down was steep and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on the loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footsteps were easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill deeper and deeper. Finally, the footprints turned, whirled up the steep slope, and disappeared at the gully's edge. We couldn't but admire the animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as two tall men and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such a slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long, steady-looking root stuck out of the ground from the top. There was one brave hero among us who decided to try her luck and climb the root. For to tell the truth, we had more important things to do than to chase a flighty gnome. Now, one of us is brave and going to try their luck to climb the root. And it will be me as the one with the highest mobility. Yikes. After tugging on the root, Melandra took a deep breath, grabbed it with both hands, and began the difficult descent. Pushing with her feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both her hands, she climbed higher and higher. Only her heavy breathing and the faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, dust poured down from the top of the slope, and the root began to slide from the ground. Keeping her wits, Melandra shifted her weight to keep her legs and froze. After a tense moment, she continued her journey, and soon had reached the top of the slope. After catching her breath, she lay on the ground and offered her hand to help the next of us up. After climbing out of the gully, one by one, we easily found the clawed footprints again and moved forward. The air grew tense. We sensed that we were approaching our target, and our intuition proved correct.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
So you are actually fatigued. -2 penalty to strength and dexterity. So we will need to camp soon. Ancient Roslandic coin.
I'm there.
Oh, we've got kobolds ahead.
Listen to me. A dragon, huge, sparkling, flew down to me from the sky and told me a secret. A great relic that will win the kobold's glory is hidden somewhere nearby. Enough of this pitiful existence. Search for it. Search and bring it to me.
Kobold with unusually purple scales stands a full head above his tribesmen. The leader speaks in the suspiciously familiar voice of the gnome Tartuccio. Dragon! Glory! Dragon! The voices of the kobolds rise in excitement. We know! The mites under the old sycamore. They possess the magic treasure. Very ancient. Stop deceiving this poor reptiles, Tartuccio. That's one thing I never expected to see in the middle of the forest. A circus show. Learning a new trade, Tartuccio. I grow tired of your tricks to arms. Learning a new trade, Tartuccio.
You! When will I finally be rid of you? Don't listen to her, tribesmen. This liar comes to play tricks on us. You and you, hold her back. The rest of you, follow me.
Purple Kobold gives a start of surprise, but immediately collects himself.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Rain. Heavy penalty. Rain reduces visibility, resulting in a -6 penalty to perception checks, and 20% miss chance on all ranged attacks due to concealment. Well, that's unfortunate. So, currently we are only fighting 2. You can't charge? Can you charge? No. Alright, well you take on the far one. I don't know why you're in the back, Amiri. We'll need to adjust our formation, clearly. Yeah. Better. I guess let's just use Bless. We're going to be camping soon, for sure.
You should have run.
Okay. That was a bit much, Amiri. Oh, and a crit from you. Our wolf.
Would be nice, don't you think?
Well, that was quite easy. Don't go off by yourself. Take the whole party. What do we have here? Ten bottles of port. Okay. Finding a lot of these Roslandic coins. And 10 more bottles of port.
I do what I must.
Alright, let's set up a campsite and figure out how camping works in this game. So you can potentially hunt for 0 to 3 rations. Your characters attempt to hunt the surrounding area, gathering rations. The main hunter makes a roll against the area DC to determine the outcome. Each additional character helps the main hunter by increasing the roll value. Camouflage. Can I change who is where? Manage. There we go. That's what I was wanting. Okay. So this is based on lore nature, which I assume you do have the highest value. Yeah. So you go +5 there. Lindsay. Knowledge World is used for cooking. Okay. Mary sharpens weapons. Lindsay inspires competence with the special rolls. And then for camouflage, I guess I am the best at it. So of those, if we want those to be our primary 3, we have no one on watch. I guess we're just assuming that if we camouflage well enough, we won't be attacked. So hearty meal gives +1 to saving throws for a day. Seasoned wings gives 1 temporary hit point per level per day. Or pancakes, which we don't have the honey for, would give +5 bonus move speed for the day. DC 20, so you gotta roll a 12. That's not feeling amazing. +2 confidence bonus on their camp duty skills. This bonus increases by +1 for every 4 levels that Lindsay gains. Okay, so she would be giving us a +2. So more likely to succeed at your hunting, and more likely to succeed at our stealth. But then we don't get the +1 saving throw, which I think is probably fine. Can I tell how long it's expecting it to take? Or is that something I choose? Hunting is required for a rest. The rest will take some time. I'm assuming that's what's... Okay, so that is the minimum time to rest. Trying to figure out this system. Seems fine. So I think it's saying that we're going to rest until then, probably. 11 hours.
Look at our gang, and I'm wondering, how the hell are we still alive yet? Everyone's so smart, it makes me sick. Writing smart books. Fancy prayers to the gods. I only punch first and then sort it out. I guess that's why we're still alive.
Okay, you got 3 rations. We were successfully camouflaged. Brilliant. And now we can, I guess, continue following Tartuccio? We know they're going to the Sycamore, which is hopefully a recognizable location. The old Sycamore. It is. And we are at the Pine Patch. So we still need to go to the Technic League to get our companion back. I was hoping that we'd get a new companion at the Ancient Tomb, but that didn't work out that way. So we are still down to 3. So I'm inclined to go to the Technic League and hope that that... Are we supposed to heal? I said to use our healing abilities to get back to full. I'm noticing that Amiri is still hurt. Interesting. But yeah, I'm inclined to try and get our companion back. Alright, so we have been ambushed by a spitting giant centipede. A couple of them.
I'm listening.
Oh, I was not thinking and should have had it paused so I could have given multiple orders. Not that it really matters. Yep, that was nice and fast. Okay, you guys don't actually have any loot.
I'm off.
Okay, we can't actually head up that way. Is there anything else here? Nope. Well, it was a tiny bit of experience, so... At no cost, because we didn't take any damage. Let's get going back up here to Thornford. We do not want to head in there. Let's see if we can get to the Technic League encampment. As much as it's feeling dangerous, Technic League agents made their way through this forest. They set up camp in this area where it seems they held their slaves. Oh, and we've got information on different territories. So this is the Gnarl Marshes. The Gnarl Marshes spread across the lowlands of the region and feature craggy hills, lazy streams, deep ravines, and a great variety of trees, including oak, beech, and rush leaf. The region hosts a rich variety of wildlife as well, with elk, river cats, black bears, and many large rodents, boars, and brush thylacines. Stranger still are the giant owls, will-o-wisps, and owlbears in aggressive vegetation. Gangs of trolls range the southern edge of the forest, close to the Candlemere, and the ruins of many bandit hideouts dot the landscape as well, leading to rumors of long-lost riches and fantastic treasures. Let's see how we do. The goal would be to try and get Harem back. Now that's a downpour. We have rested, so we should have our spells back.
We should move.
So this lasts for an hour, so I'm fine starting it now, just in case.
I'm there.
Scout around the edges. See what we can see. Okay, we've got an archer over there.
In due time.
Technic League swordsman. There's Aram.
Running won't help you!
We have some prisoners we could free. Probably not in the middle of combat. You can't charge, so just attack. Same with you, Amiri. Turn on your rage. Is it just you? Hey, I'm here, untie me! Looks like it's just this one guy. Well, that was quick enough. Oh. Never mind. Yeah. You two charge in. You've got power attack, or wolf, which is currently active, which is lowering your accuracy but doing more damage. You don't have a high AC, so it's probably fine. I'm actually thinking I might try and rescue Aram. And these two. While you two keep the archer busy. Well, you kept him busy, alright. Aram's free. These two are free. Oh, and they are going straight into combat. Alright. Well, so we've got mage, archer, Kalana, swordsman, more slaves. You guys aren't named. Yeah, they're all level 3s. Not sure why you can't charge ever. That's fine. Take out the mages. I don't control you guys yet. Let's get Inspire Courage. You, let's have some healing. I don't know if they are hurt. Can't tell.
Bring it!
You're fatigued. Why? Because we did camp. I could imagine you being fatigued after you raged. So I think that's how that works. Doesn't say it here, but I think so. And that's the 45 seconds. Why are we fatigued?
The weak suffer.
Can you actually get to them, Amiri? No. Then go around. Amiri, please. I need you to actually help with the fight. Alright, Lindsay. Yeah, and I can't tell how you're doing, health-wise. Gonna probably have you just keep blasting healing spells. Can you get... Bless? And yeah, Mary can't rage, sadly.
Bring it!
Who am I attacking? Let's focus on Kalana.
You deserved
You two.
it.
Alright, Amiri, take her down.
I got
Kalana's down, along with her 2 summons. This is going much, much better. Octavia and Regongar are down. But they probably were injured, like Harem was. Kalana drops her weapons and raises her hands, which are covered in blood. Mercy, don't kill me. The half-orc bares his fangs. This is how you talk now, wretch. I've wanted to do this for so long. He casts a spell on his outstretched palm, and sparks begin dancing upon it. The half-elf puts her hand on his shoulder. Regongar, come now. Let her go. It's one thing to kill her in battle, but executing her unarmed. Why spoil the joy of being free? Octavia, are you out of your mind? This filth is from the Technic League. By her own hand, she enchained us. And you want to forgive her? Do you think she'll thank you? Ha! She'll just gather another band and try to catch us again. Before deciding her fate, I want to ask some questions. It's probably a reasonable choice before we choose a fate. I will tell you everything. I know much. You will see. I'm more useful to you alive than dead. Tell me about the Technic League. We already asked her about that, but maybe she'll give us more. It's an ancient alliance of wizards and scholars from Numerian wastelands, and its technologies. We are the mightiest organization in the whole of Numeria. We possess powers that the uninitiated could only dream of, and our agents are everywhere, not just in Numeria. Believe me, these are not people you want as enemies. Is it normal for the Technic League to grab random people up from the road and enslave them? Kalana shrugs. The Technic League is so strong because it is never ashamed of taking what it needs, whatever the laws may say. We were missing a slave. We underestimated you. That was a mistake, of course. I apologize. What are you doing in this part of the world? I was sent by Maestro Janusz. He is a very important person and a mighty wizard who taught these 2 ungrateful slaves everything they know. He will be furious to find out they are free, and will certainly find the ones who stole the Technic League's property. Believe me, he does not need me for that. Whether you kill me or not, he'll find you in time. You say this Magistro guy of yours will find us anyway? Then I guess we don't need anything. We don't get anything out of sparing you. You'd best not anger the Maestro. If you kill me, he'll be furious. Well, it sounds like he's going to be furious regardless. Oh, I'm so scared. You know, I actually like getting slavers and other assholes angry with me. Then I get to cut them to pieces. Why did you have these 2 in chains? I mean, she's already called them slaves. That's pretty obvious. Because we own them. The Technic League spent vast sums of money on these 2. We nurtured them, fed and treated them, even taught them magic for so many years. They cost us a fortune, and we're not going to just set them free, whatever your local customs say. We are fully in our rights. Alright, I don't have any more questions. Listen to me, do not make any hasty decisions. I'm an important person in the Technic League. I have connections. You will benefit from such an ally. You see what a slime ball she is? Step aside, let me fry her. Neutral good, I will spare her life, go back to Numeria. Lawful neutral, it's a right thing to punish your tormentor, kill her, Regongar. Chaotic neutral, she pissed me off, I'll finish her myself. Or lawful evil, as the future ruler of these lands, I want to practice carrying out public executions. So we have neutral good says to let her go. But both lawful neutral and chaotic neutral are to kill her, as well as lawful evil. And among the two of them, one wants her dead, one wants her spared. I think they have the most right to decide. I'm going to go with Octavia on this and spare her, because I'm hopeful that she does come back later in some useful manner. Because if I just kill her, then she's just gone. But if she's alive, the story could go somewhere, maybe. I'll spare her life. Go back to Numeria. Ragangar strikes Kalana across the face. Get out of my sight, you filth. Thank the gods that my friends are so soft. Yeah, run out of here. I shouldn't have spared her life. On second thought, what difference does it make? Either way, she'll rot in the abyss. Haha, we're free. I can't believe it. Free as birds in the sky. Phew. Ha ha ha. Ragangar holds Octavia tight, and she laughs lightly and kisses him on the lips. Thank you. You've no idea how long we've tried to escape the Technic League. This is a miracle. Who are you? I'm Ragangar, and this is Octavia. The rotten Numerian held us as slaves, but we're no mere scavengers. You see the crowd they had guarding us? It's because we use magic, and I'm not bad with a blade if it comes to that. They're alright. We could use them on our team. What is the Technic League? We ask a third time. A huge man-eating spider catching all of Numerian in its webs. There's a secret society of arcane spellcasters who study ancient technology. They have eyes and ears throughout this land and abroad. It is said that they even have Kebath Kul in their pocket, the very sovereign of Numeria. They also control the slave trade in the country. I've seen many a young treasure hunter's adventures end at the slave market. Ugh, may the Technic League rot in Abaddon. How did you get captured by Kalana? I've lost count of how many times we've tried to escape. I can't name all the things we've tried, but we were caught every time. And then they just take us somewhere else. I don't know who'd want to buy us, but imagine how happy we were when we learned they were taking us to the River Kingdoms, where slavery is forbidden. Indeed, we tried so many times to escape, yet in the end the League itself brought us to the free lands. Under heavy guard, I'll grant you. If it wasn't for you, who knows where we'd go next. Your good fighters want to join my group. Something we need to discuss. Go to Oleg's trading post. You'll be safe. They'll all return there soon. I was happy to help, and now farewell. Or chaotic evil. I haven't time for games with you. Die. Who would choose that option? Your good fighters want to join my group? Of course. Octavia, what do you say? I'd be happy to join you. Alright, we've got a full party now. So, Aram's back.
Together we are unstoppable.
Let's look at you two. So you are an Eldritch Scion. Unlike typical magi, Eldritch Scions do not study tomes of magic or spend time learning to combine martial and magical skills. Rather, Eldritch Scions find their spells and abilities come to them instinctively. So, kind of a sorcerer, but you also study martials, so are you a version of Magus? Class. What are you? Magus, Eldritch Scion. Okay, so you are a Magus, which is sort of a sword mage of sorts. So how is it different from a standard Magus? You've got a draconic bloodline of a blue dragon, so you're going to have benefits to lightning magic. Proficient with all simple martial weapons, Magus is also proficient with light armor. You can cast Magus spells while wearing light armor without incurring the normal arcane spell failure chance. Like any other arcane spellcaster, Magus wearing medium or heavy armor or shield incurs a chance of arcane spell failure. Multiclass Magus still incurs the normal arcane spell failure chance for arcane spells received from other classes. He's got Detect Magic, he's got cantrips. First level, a Magus learns to cast spells and wield his weapons at the same time. These function much like two-weapon fighting, but the offhand weapon is a spell that is cast. Interesting. To use his ability, the Magus must have one hand free while wielding a light or one-handed melee weapon in the other hand. As a full round action, he can make all of his attacks with his melee weapon at a -2 penalty and can also cast any spell from the Magus spell list with a casting time of 1 standard action. Alright. So he's going to be able to cast, essentially do 2 actions per round. A attack and a spell. That's pretty powerful. First level, the mage gains a reservoir of mystical arcane energy that he can draw upon to fuel his powers and enhance his weapon. Number of points equal to 1/2 his magus level, plus his charisma modifier, which is +3 in his case. So currently a 4 points. Full refreshes once per day. Can expend 1 point as a swift action to grant any weapon he is holding a +1 enhancement bonus. Cool. Does that stack with an already +1 weapon? These bonuses can be added to the weapon, stacking with existing weapons. Perfect. 5th level, he can add abilities. That's fine. Adding these properties consumes an amount equal. Yep, that's pretty standard. You can grow claws? That seems not terribly useful. Draconic Bloodline gives him... Whenever you cast a spell with electricity damage, +1 point of damage per die rolled. Good. And you have Perception as a class skill. That's also fine. Spell Strike. Yes, this is what I'm more familiar with Maguses. Whenever they cast a spell with a range of touch from the Magus spell list, you can deliver the spell through any weapon he's wielding as part of a melee attack. So you basically imbue the spell into your weapon and then attack with it. It does the weapon damage plus the spell damage. Instead of the free melee touch attack normally allowed to deliver the spell, the Magus can make 1 free melee attack with his weapon at his highest base attack bonus as part of the casting of this spell. If successful, this melee weapon attack does normal damage as well as the effects of the spell. Yeah, it's pretty good. Attack uses the weapon's critical range, but the spell effect only deals ×2 damage on a successful critical hit. So you can crit more often with a high crit weapon, but a high crit multiplying weapon doesn't add that to the spell. Seems fine. And you don't have your level 3 stuff yet. Okay. So that gives me a decent idea of you. And you are using a scimitar, which is a high crit weapon. Perfect. 18 to 20. So he's already kitted out well for how he works. Not really familiar with Maguses, so we'll get to see how it goes. You're chaotic evil. Well, how about that? I guess that explains why you want to just kill an unarmed slaver. And then Octavia. You are Wizard Rogue. So I normally don't multi-class, but they've given me a character that is already multi-classed. You've got a bow, but I'm guessing you are aiming towards being a... Oh, there's a prestige class. Is it like Arcane Trickster or something? It's like mixed Wizard Rogue. So I'll probably want to look into that and start focusing you there. I think there are ways that you can build her so that she uses ray attacks and can get her sneak attack on them. I don't know if that normally works that way or if I have to take specific feats to make it work. I'll need to look into that. But that's probably the direction to go with her. She's focused on transmutation. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind as well. But mix Wizard and Rogue. Transmutation and against Abjuration. And Necromancy. Okay. And then Rogue, yeah, you've got Sneak Attack, normal roguey things. I'm familiar with rogues. Not as familiar with wizards. They're a bit more complicated. And yeah, you have to prepare your spells. Do you? No, you're also a spontaneous caster. Lovely. So currently you've got Snowball and Color Spray prepared. And then Enlarge Person is your transmutation. Okay. Can I copy spells into your spellbook? Is that a thing you can do? Yes. Well, then I'll need to keep that in mind whenever I come across new spells to see if I can teach them to her. Okay. I want to talk to you guys, but we'll probably do that next time we get to Oleg's.
Done and done.
Ah, and you picked that lock, so you are the better thief now, I guess, which makes sense because Lindsay is a bard and not a rogue. Estoc. Not really familiar with that weapon either. It's a high crit, exotic weapon, finesse wielding. Okay. $2d4 piercing. 1d6 damage when equipped? Why? Don't know what that necessarily means. Shadows of Absalom. Nuan Quant peeped through the slit in the window shutter. The visitor was staggering at the porch. Nuan had promised himself many centuries ago that he'd never have to deal with halflings again after the case of the clockwork head. Even the bleaching is better than some adventures. Okay, so we're talking about a gnome. He's bleaching as a gnome thing. However, there was something disturbing in the visitor's appearance. Something was wrong. What do you say, Kexi? His assistant sat at the next window with yarn and knitting needles in her hands. Look at his clothes. They're secondhand. He's a hobo. He is, but you're not quite right. Look at his feet. Kexi looked, trying to make out at least something in the faint light of the lantern above the door. Are those... He was shackled? Rather than answering, the gnome stepped towards the door. We shall need a doctor. As if to prove his words, the guest faltered and collapsed onto his knees and fell headfirst onto the doorstep. And we've got a magical chain shirt. Chain shirt +1. What are your guys' gear? You've got a non-magical chain shirt. So you can wear light armor. Right, you can wear light armor without penalties. If you go up to medium, you take penalties. And you, as a wizard, are going to be unarmored. Belt lantern. You are wearing medium. You are wearing medium. You're wearing light. So I could give it to Lindsay. But since you're going to be going into melee, I'll give you the better gear. And then we don't have any magical gear. You've already got masterwork. You've got a flail and a heavy mace. I think I've got a masterwork heavy flail. That's two-handed. Masterwork a light mace. So it'd give you a bit higher accuracy, but doing less damage. Not really a fan of that. Then myself, light crossbow, yep. Alright, let's free these prisoners finally. Freedom! 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 Oh, hi there. You have loot. Masterwork longbow, chocolate, leather armor. Let's see if there's anything else in this area. Doesn't look like it.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, so we got Harem back, and we acquired 2 new party members, a Magus and a Wizard Rogue. I'll have to see them in combat to see how they play out.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure why we got tired so fast after resting. Feels like we didn't rest properly because Amiri didn't even heal. So I'm wondering if I messed something up there. So we could just rush the old Sycamore. That's our main quest. Not spellbook, journal. We'll fail in 85 days, 14 hours. This one doesn't say. Hide the quests that are done. Hide that one? Thank you. Svetlan's ring, we need to return to her. Fangberry I'm holding off on, at least for now. We don't know where to get that. Find the Temple of the Elk, we don't know. Kind of want to do the side quests before we rush the main quest. Particularly now that we have a full party, so I'm not as worried. So I think we go to the... Where's the Abandoned Hut, the main quest? I guess the Abandoned Hut is the main quest. Tartuccio is... side quest. I guess they're kind of both main quests. Maybe we do go to the old Sycamore. However, I think this is where we're going to end today's episode. Next time, I'll think about it, figure out where I want to go. I'm currently thinking old Sycamore, but we'll see. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys then. Bye.